What's up, guys? This is Broodwar back again with some SEAL StarCraft Evolution Amateur League casts. We are going to be pretty close to finishing up the round robin group stage. Once we're done, I'm going to do a small video doing a recap talking about the brackets. But for the time being today, we are going to be having Dampth versus Captain Titus. This is a PvT, Brood War versus Brood War. So let's hop into that. Oh, hotkeys are hard, huh? Yeah, let's hop into that. It's a beautiful, hot afternoon here in Southern California. It's a great day to stay inside and watch some StarCraft. But before we get into it, let's do our announcements here. Introductions. In the bottom left, with the pink Terran, we have Captain Titus. And in the bottom right, playing as the teal, I believe this is like the tealish, yeah, tealish. The tealish Protoss, it is Dampth, also known at times as Uberbong, but I'm calling him Dampth. So, I've never seen these two play, though I think Alex has, Alex has pretty good TVP, I think. I think it's probably their strongest matchup. And I haven't seen a whole ton of PBT from Dampth. We did practice a little bit and trade some games. So I don't know how my Terran sizes up to, Titus is, but I think it's close. So on the both sides, we have a fast expansion coming out. It was CC first for the Terran. For the Protoss, it looked like it was a gateway expand on one gas. So I think we're going to have like a pretty slow startup here. I don't think we're going to have any hyper aggression from either player, though it wouldn't surprise me a little. Oh god, probes are just a menace, aren't they? It wouldn't surprise me if we saw some Reaver play later, but maybe not super committed. Looks like we're gonna make a Zealot just to get on the map, get some scouting, maybe a little pressure done. They see that the Rax is only halfway done, so maybe they're like, maybe I'll get a Zealot over here and just be a nuisance in addition to this probe. Who knows? And maybe it will do nothing, maybe it will do a little bit. It will probably help keep tabs on what Terran's doing. I think it's fine. I don't hate it. It's fine. I think the music's a little bit loud. We're going to turn this music down just a smidge. Okay. Just felt loud. Compared to the game sounds to me. Alright, so the probe's running around the base being a nuisance, getting the shields back up. And I know a lot of casters say this, but those of you who may be new to EVO, the probe shields are constant regeneration for the Brood War factions like it was in Brood War. That's different from StarCraft 2 Protoss. I think StarCraft 2 Protoss, there's like a delay, and then the shields start to regenerate at a slightly faster rate. So, Zealot is out. Oh, does not stop the bunker, very close. It's going to run by. This is getting a little more done than I thought. The probe's going to run in. We get in a pot shot with the probe. That'd be so sick. Brood War style? No. Oh, the probe still lives, but the Zealot's running in. Is he going to get the first Marine? It does. And really, this is just obnoxious for Terran. It's not the damage. You have to remember that, these aren't pro players, that we're not in 700 fucking Serral APM. Oh my god, the Dragoon's here. This is getting bad. I was going to say this probably won't end the game or have anything super impactful, but it will probably just be a real nuisance and be APM taxing. But, okay. Target that Marine! Damn it! Okay, I needed some closure. That's okay. So, back on the Protoss side of things, had a lot of action go down here real quick. On the Protoss side of things, we have 2 Gate Goon ranges on the way with the Robo. Seeing the Robo come right away, to me, probably going to be for Reaver, especially since, there's not, he knows the factories aren't done. right? So like, or barely finishing up. So you don't need observer, which would be the other option from the robo. Yeah, shuttle's on its way. It is observatory though, I say that. And yeah, that honestly surprises me to see shuttle and observatory. But, you know, that's fine. Maybe we're going to get some cheeky drops in here. But the game does go on, and all things considered, Titus is at a noticeable worker advantage here. Up 4 workers right now. You know, there's never... Broodwar doesn't have mules, but Terran being up workers versus Protoss is never a bad thing, because Terran mech in this mod is extremely supply efficient. These tanks are only 2 supply. 2 supply tanks are crazy, and vultures are just so cost effective with how fast they can be. And you know, mines. Oh, we're gonna have a corner base, it looks like here, which I love, to be honest. Okay, we are gonna go for the Reaver tech. It was just in a weird order. Oh man, Dragoon range is so obnoxious. Look at this. This is just something that Terran has to just deal with. We might get a depot here if they're not paying attention. You can't fight this. Not using auto repair. I think, yeah, Dampth is like, okay, free depot, I'll take it. Oh, you cannot lose that tank. Okay. The third is down in the top right corner, and this could become a quick fourth. It's pretty easily defendable. You can wall off here. Oh, I think that was that just the one? I think it was just the one. Yeah, I think it was just the one vulture that ran in there. Still a lot of pressure going on. This tank position's all right. I think that covers it pretty well. I don't think you could hit from here. But I hate that. He's just going to hit it with the Dragoons. He has range. Look at this. Does he notice? Oh, well, yeah, no, he could hit from here for sure. God, this section on this map is so bottlenecked up. And here's the problem. Well, we don't have speed and there are turrets. Yeah, you're going to turn around, buddy. But there's no turrets here. Okay, so where are we at in this game? Titus still up workers, but remember that in how StarCraft 2 economy works, this worker advantage is extremely misleading right now because we're super oversaturated. We're at 21 over 14, 22, 23, right? So like effectively we have 9 workers that aren't doing anything right now. Basically nothing. Maybe the 15th and 16th are somewhat, you know, showing gains, but like it's not really achieving anything. And Dampth being barely saturating their third. So Dampth still has the slightly better income, probably. Pretty much even. But you have to think that's pretty much even at a 7 worker deficit. And this is during a transfer. So Dampth's income is about to spike up. And this contain continues. Titus trying to break out of the base with tanks. That is not what you want. You do not want to be taking shots with the goons like that. I enjoy just having this Reaver here because if run-bys try to happen, they just get blown up so quick. A little bit of a skirmish, nothing too big, but we still can't get this third base landed, which still look at, we're 27 out of 14. The amount of workers here that just aren't really doing anything, and we're oversaturated here too. But the amount of workers that aren't achieving anything is extreme. It's extreme. In the meantime, in the back for the Protoss, we have Zealot legs coming down, extra gateway production, and that third base is up in mining. So now we see that income explosion I was talking about. We're up, what, between 700 to 900 minerals on average here. And that's a huge deal because we have these gateways coming. Zealot legs are on the way. We're going to be able to start using Zealots as a huge mineral sink. And yeah, they don't have charge. Oh, another tank. Oh, and another tank. You have to remember how brutal each tank kill is here. Like, these are meant to be hyper efficient. These are meant to not die. And how painful is not seeing these? They've run around like the whole map and they're just not checking that corner. And they just can't get out of this nook. They just can't establish the third. And I think that's the win condition for Dampth right now is I have a fourth on the way. You don't have units. Oh, let's see. Hey, click. Hey, click. No. Oh, the mine blew up. Oh, that's so obnoxious. Oh, this is tilting. This is tilting. Alex is not going to be enjoying. Oh, going to get the 2 Reavers? Oh. Yeah. I mean, 2 workers is fine, but Dampth is now up workers. 4th is on the way. Where are the upgrades at? Not really any upgrades in this game. Oh, okay, there we go. 1-1's about to finish. And +1 mech. So, you know, this little group of Dragoons has just gotten so much done. I feel like I can never be this efficient with Dragoons. But, like, there is a thing in Evo, though, because of the way stuff clumps, is that once you get a lot of tanks and, like, the attack upgrades start to stack up, you really have to do stuff like drops or zealot flanks. It could be tough to kill, or you just, like, make carriers or something. That being said, we do have a massive zealot count. There are a lot of freaking mines here. Woo! Good Mind Drag's pulling the Zealots back. He's going to run in again. The Zealots are kind of breaking through, but they're getting kind of caught up on the Sim City. Dropping the Reavers, absolutely nothing done. The Zealots end up on that front line of tanks. It's going to kind of peel back a wave, but I still think it's okay for Dampth, but I do not believe that's what he was looking for. Oh, but this trickle of Zealots with no mines and no vultures out might just be what he needs. The tanks are getting surrounded, and all of a sudden the entire Terran defense is starting to collapse. Pot shots coming from the Reaver from behind, and I am starting to fear that this game might just about end with a neck-breaking move. Bane came in, picked up Batman, and dropped him on his fucking knee. Not a lot left over, but the story still is this. It's this. It's up here, where we have 1,000 extra minerals and a 5th on the way, where the 3rd is still being contested. And the reality is, we have the Gateway Explosion going on now. Look at how many. Yeah, I was about to say, I bet there's a ton of units. Storm is done. There's a ton of Zealots. And when you look at the unit count, a big issue I see, Titus is floating a lot of minerals. And you imagine if you had 20 vultures and mines were laid. I just don't think they're going to be able to hold this attack. And with that, I think we're about to maybe see GG or not. But I think we'll still see the end of this game. With that 3rd base going down, I think that's also Titus's hopes in this game 1 as well. And look at Dampth playing so cautiously, really respecting the power of Terran, because I probably would just A-clicked into this. Oh my god, the 1 Zealot bomb drop. Oh, I wanted you to drop it anyway. Oh, okay. But I think they probably could have just bulldozed in. But the new 3rd is being built. There's nothing defending that. And the reality is that Protoss is becoming too big. They're growing too big, and their production is just insane. Like, Damph's spending has been very good this round, really. Like, for the level of play that we tend to see in the SCAL, Dampth spending has been pretty damn good this game, I will say. And Dampth looking like he's really starting to figure out Evo Protoss. I'm definitely seeing him as someone who could maybe be the Protoss hope, the contender. Especially when we're not playing Zergs, huh? And with that, that's the end of the game with what seemed to be possibly no GG. All right, so that's Dampth up 1-0. 1-0 for my boy Dampth. The Swissman himself, he's a handsome boy. You love him. You love to see him do well. Let's see if Titus can bring this back in game 2. See if Titus can bring it back in game 2 here. Looks like game 2 is going to be on Sylphid. Let's hop into this right now. So those of you who aren't familiar with Southern California, I'm from the Inland Empire, and it's still June, but it's hotter than shit right now. It's like 95 degrees. So it's a wonderful day to stay in, sit in the air conditioning, have a cheeky beer, watch some StarCraft. It's a good day. It's a real good day. Wonderful Sunday here. It's gorgeous in my home, protected from the elements. Okay, in the bottom left, once again rocking the pastel pink, it is Captain Titus. And on the right, this time, repping the blue toss, it is Dampth. Dampth didn't want to be teal anymore, so he blew himself. Perfect. Well done, lad. Well done. I'm interested if we're gonna see CC first again. I do think CC first is strong, but what I think feels really strong off CC first is that you get like 6 factories off 2 base, and you just start powering up, and you either push or use that power up to take the third. Because of the way the economies work in this game, I do feel you could sit on 2 bases for a lot longer because you don't mine out. So taking the later third isn't as big of a deal. So doing things like cutting workers and just building units and powering up as broodwar Terran especially, so you can kind of get that you can't deal with this army rolling. And then depending how the Protoss plays, you could decide to push, or you could decide to just like, all right, they made a lot of units. I'm just going to take that third and sit, and I'll hit like a big maxed out push with like Goliaths and maybe catch them in an Arbiter transition or carrier transition. But it is not going to be that CC first. It is going to be a Rax and a second depot. So playing a little bit of a Heidi game here, not letting Dampth see what's going on. We have double gas. And honestly, I would be so down to see bio. I would be so down. Like, I don't think it's going to be, though, because I feel like the Academy would be down right now. It's going to be factory. I would like this to be 2 factory if we're not expanding. With all this gas coming in. We'll see. On the Protoss side of things, the Nexus is about to finish. We're got double gate, the cyber coming down, so it looks like it'll be pretty similar. Similar game plan here, and it is just going to be the 1 factory and expand. I think we're a little heavy on gas, but you know, whatever, it's fine. I'm not going to nitpick that. On the side of Dampth, the build seems to be shaping up fairly well. I think we're going to see double goon come out, and actually could use a little more gas so they could oh, we're going zealot. Oh no, right? You're not. Yeah, okay, you're crazy. You're fucking, there's a wall with Marines behind it. But I think something here you have to think of is how this honestly probably should lift and you put a bunker. Because Dragoons are going to be so oppressive on this wall without the bunker. They outrange the Marines straight up anyway. And when range comes, this is extremely difficult. But we are getting fast siege, which that might just be in Alex's mind, like that's the remedy. You know, I'm just going to get siege mode up and I don't know about lifting this now. Can you imagine? Well, there's 3 Marines, right? They're safe. We're going for the Scout Zealot. He's a tanky scout boy. He's going to see the tank. Probably can tell that siege is on the way just by inferences. Saw the second factory. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good scout here. The engineering bay here is probably for fear of potential Reaver. I would like to see the Reaver before Observer this game, to be honest. But, you know, I guess turrets are going up so fast, maybe it wouldn't even matter. Let's see how these Dragoons do. I don't think they're going to be able to pressure too much now. Yeah, they're going to take a fat tank shot to the face. Or they're just going to hang out. They're going to say, I'm not going to let you get out with any of your units. They might do that too. Ooh, huge shot. Yeah, there it is. Fat tank shot to the face. 2 zealots. Interesting. I did not see that coming. Maybe they just wanted units and they needed the gas for the support bay. But this is that quick Reaver. Some people, you could actually do the save the gas and skip goon range and just get Reaver and speed like super quick, and it could be very, very impressive. But that being said, we have a lot of turrets coming down. Now that's a lot of money, right? That's 5 turrets here. So 7 turrets have been made in this game already. So that's not a cheap investment, but that really shows you how powerful the Reaver can feel. Like, you really have to absolutely say, I am going to deal with this. I love, by the way, this pylon wall. The classic, like, broodwar pylon wall is so sick looking. I love that. Yeah. These pylons look awesome. All right. Oh, I love the 2 zealots. That's great. Put those zealots to use. We have some speed reavers out on, speed vultures running around the map, and this time they are looking for those hidden bases, and they find it right away. This is much, much better of a game for Titus. Much better of a game. And if where'd the shuttle go? Okay. If this shuttle just like nuts out, tries to drive in and dies to turrets, it will be real bad. I think you could do it though. You just got to commit. Oh, you don't want to be getting hit by both turrets. Okay, the 2 zealots are in. Huge Reaver shot. Oh, 6 workers down immediately. Another shot. Oh, 11 workers down. Oh, the Reaver is so dirty. Look at this. The tank's having to fight a zealot. That's not what he likes to fight. Are we going to pelt that tank? We are going to pelt that tank. And the zealot's going to come in. Okay, we're going to get the kill with the Reaver anyway. This is disaster. This is a disaster. For Terran. Obviously, if you're one of the Brotos fam, this is wonderful. But you need more units here. Like this whole base is just completely like the main's been abandoned. The economy here is just abysmal right now. And we could just lift it up. Say, come at me, bro. You don't have a lot that shoots up. And he killed the... that is so sick. I didn't even notice. He killed the other turret with that other zealot to create the escape route. And look at this. The Nexus ended up going down. It's defended. We're defended at home. There's another Reaver here. We're up workers. Remember last game? Protoss was down workers and won off a contain. How in the world is this Terran player going to push out of this base and secure either third? And to be honest, I think it kind of has to be this one. I mean, I could be wrong. This is a pretty wide ramp, but I don't know. I guess maybe it's not that wide, I suppose. Maybe it could be over here. But point is, third's down. We're making the Proby boys. And that was an extreme amount of damage, not just in the workers killed, but in the amount of mining time that was denied. I mean, this base wasn't mining for maybe a whole minute. Going up to 5 factories here in the main. Was it 6? This is what I like to see. 6 factory. Oh, 7. Wow, you're crazy. Going 7 factories with a third. Wow. I don't know if you can afford 7 factories, but there are those moments where you're like, I just need to spend some goddamn money. Little speedy boys running across. Let's see. Fix my backup too. Kind of gas. Space hooligans. Hicks, if you will. Not a lot here yet. So kind of lucky for Dampth that there wasn't like a big worker transfer. I would love to see some mines. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. I would have liked to see just a full cluster here. But yeah, this is good, right? This is good. I don't know if this is going to be like we're back in the game good, but the worker count has evened out. This base isn't mining, and these bases are back to mining. I think that Dampth just got a big supply block. Yeah. So I'm not hating this right now, but this moment is very fragile. If this gets set up and starts mining, I will say I think the game is now looking good for Terran, regardless of the supply. You got to run these back. But damn, this is a lot of units. And we have 3 speed shuttles. And the thing with the speed shuttles, you could just drop. Man, that soaks so many mines. I missed it. Those zealots ran in and ate those mines up. Yeah, I don't know if this is enough tanks. Okay. Those mines going down are so big, I feel like. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. The drop is going to be huge. Is the observer here? Yes, it is. Clearing up mines here. The tanks aren't really defending this location. One tank has come over. But now, the shuttles are coming in. The drops are coming down. There's not a lot of anti-air here. Oh, but did the Dragoons come in too early? But oh my god, the Reavers get the shots off. Holy shit. Wow. I think the Reavers are just going to maintain this position, and this is still not really mining. But this one is. What am I talking about? I didn't even realize it. I completely missed this. That's hilarious. Man, we have a 4th CC. This is a lot of zealots. A lot of runny boys running in, and they are fast. There's not a lot of anti-air here. There's not a lot of turrets. You could start zealot bombing these tanks like crazy. The turrets have to be made, right? Like, you just need something to pelt. And I think Dampth is looking to potentially get the 2-0. I forgot how to change these scores. There we go. I forgot to put 1-0. Yeah, Damphth's 1-0. Yeah. Dampth might be getting the 2-0 here. And like, it's just the same story. We got a lot more damage this one, and now we're in the same story as last game, where Terran can't take a 3rd. And Protoss has a 5th on the way, and there's a huge worker transfer, I see. So this is going to be fully saturated. They'll be able to get this one fully saturated. I mean, soon enough, the main's going to start drying out. You could just send all of them over here, or like a lot of them, if nothing else, even if it doesn't mine out. Just let this mine a little slower as it goes towards mining out, and just take like a group of them and send them up here. Though, that being said, let's look at the tank count. The tank count is respectable. The upgrades, however, are not. And 2-2's on the way for Protoss. And that is a big deal. You really want those attack upgrades on these tanks. Also, it's like, the mines are good, but here's the problem. When you zealot drop this, it mine drags like crazy, right? I think this is established, though, which never happened last game. So, getting the 3rd base established is really important. But look, Dampth is already seeing the issue. And they're like, right, I'm just going to drop it. And they have storms to come in. Do the storms get off, though? Do we have storm? Storm! Storm! Oh my god! I don't think this was it, y'all. Okay. Wow, that was a lot that just happened. Storms did not go off. The drops didn't really work. Look at all these mines that didn't get dragged. So many tanks here just damaged, not killed. That was not good for our Protoss. And we have vessels on the way. EMPs coming out to combat that storm. In my opinion, right now at this moment, and I've been here because I love the Gateway, man. I think right now you have to prep for either Arbiter or Carrier transition. That's my opinion. I think you need to prep and build something that deals with this many tanks, because this is a lot of tanks, and it's a deep tank line. Look how far back that tank line goes. You start spreading them out over here a little bit, bop, bop, stuff like that. Now, it doesn't stop the issue that we don't have a 4th base landed, but it's on the way. Ooh, DT, that's cute. Let's see. This is not that many cannons, honestly. There's one in the main. I could see this run by having some marginal success. Or you run to the army and you pick Templars. But the thing is, tanks, the AI for tanks in this are way better than in Brood War. It feels like, I don't know if they overkill or not, but it feels like that their targeting is just straight better. Oh, you really don't want this to go down. Oh, buddy. That is really unfortunate. But still, what I was getting at is that it's hard to get Templars in on to storm the tanks in this. I feel like because of how good the tank targeting is. Like, the AI just does a better job. Okay, run by, and this is what I was thinking. Yeah, this is a problem, right? This has to be dealt with. And we're going to run in again. We have a huge attack coming in. A gigantic swath of zealots being move commanded through. They're dragging all this damage onto the tanks. So can we get the storms? The storms have started. First storm goes down. This is a juicy, juicy location for storms. And oh my god, the storms. I said they could be hard to get off. But what do I know? Dampth said, hold my beer, bro. I'm going to fucking storm the shit out of these tanks. And I guess I'll just delete the Terran army. And holy crap. I don't know. I don't know if I keep thinking Terran's not going to be able to bounce back, and they keep bouncing back, but they're bleeding tanks, and we're getting and the rally. Oh man. And that is a 2-0 for Dampth. 2-0 for the Protoss bros. Very few Protoss wins happening in this round. So well played to Dampth. Well played to Titus as well. I think the second game showed a lot of promise. And I would have loved to see them just say, fuck it, I'm going to push on 2 bases with a big 6-7 factory push. Don't even try to get that third. But, hindsight's 2020, and I'm seeing everything. So, and who knows, maybe it wouldn't have worked. Man, the Broodwar Protoss is so rad. Well played. And with that, it's the end of our episode today of Dampth versus Captain Titus. Dampth taking it 2-0. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more videos. I have so much casting to catch up on. I've been really busy personally, just work and job applications and all this stuff, So I'm trying to keep up with it best I can. So those of you who have been hanging by, watching the channel, I really appreciate you. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.